Wendy. And what is something unique, unusual about Wendy?
She
Wendy likes Burger King.
She refuses to retire.
We'll go with Burger King. Wendy likes Burger King. 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, I know a girl, her name is Wendy.
Wow, wow.
When we go to BK, she loves to spend and spendy.
Wow, wow.
She eats so much there, it's so hard to stop her.
Wow, wow.
She's got a sign above her house that says home of the Whopper.
Ba-da-da, Wendy, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, she is my girl. Wow, eats so much food in this world. Wow, she really had her heart sing. Wow, when I proposed with an onion ring. Wendy, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da.
Oh Wendy, you are so great. So I took you to Burger King on a date. Well, yeah, your dad, he might scoff. Oh man, I just pissed Dave Thomas off.
Wendy, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da,
Wendy, I wanna give you my ring. Wow, and I dressed up like the king.
Wow,
I tell you that'll be the day.
wow.
I know you gotta have it your way.
Wendy, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da.
Well, Wendy was Dave's girl.
Wow.
Her lies began to unfurl.
Wow.
Much too. She accepted a ring.
Wow.
Poor a man married the Burger King.
And her name was Wendy, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da,
Wendy, oh Wendy, I am so sad. I am so scared to meet your dad.
Wow.
I had impressed him all the while.
Wow.
I could go right through his creepy plastic smile.
Wendy, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da, Wendy, bum-ba-ba-da-da.
Wendy, Wendy,
Wendy, Wendy.
Hey guys, thanks for coming out. We are By Improv. If you didn't already know, we're going to be making everything up here tonight. We got a whole bunch of games such as that. That was a doo-wop. And we're going to just keep things rolling along with suggestions from you guys. So next we're going to need two of our players out here, Tim and Rachel, and they're going to be playing a game called Buzzer. Mick, you got some technology for the buzzing?
I have some technology for the buzzing.
So the way this game works is anytime Mick doesn't like what these two are saying in their scene or doing the scene,
That's not it. Hold on.
he will make a buzzing noise with his iPad there. You got it yet? Okay. So anytime he plays the emergency broadcast system, one of these two wants to change the last thing they said until he likes what they said, and he does. You know, hits the bell at the carnival. Get your suggestion.
All right, from the back, can I please have someone's favorite childhood memory?
Going to the zoo.
Going to the zoo. This scene will be inspired by going to the zoo.
They're so tall.
I could take them.
You wouldn't hit them, would you?
Well, I mean, if he came at me, I'd have to. I mean, if he looked at me funny. I mean, if he brought that long gray tongue down on me, I'd have to.
I don't know if giraffes like to lick people. I'm pretty sure you taste like poop. That giraffe has no interest.
Hey, man.
Whoa, whoa.
Poop cologne's the big thing now, all right? Hey, man. Just because I have a bowel problem does not mean I'm any less of a man.
Well, that's debatable, but you really shouldn't, get the giraffe angry. There's only a very low fence. They're very...
Hey, look, baby. I can take care of you, all right? Doesn't matter how big the guy is.
Don't-
Yeah, come on. Come on. What? What? You tough?
Okay,
You
okay.
tough?
He's getting really close now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, his friend's coming over too.
Oh.
His friend's coming over too. What do you got? What you got? He ate my shirt. My shirt is gone. He ate my pants. He ate my epidermis. I am nothing but muscle and clothing right now.
I did warn you.
I'm in a lot of pain, baby.
There's really, at this point, there's nothing I can do. I mean, the giraffe's gone. At this point, the giraffe already ate you. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's working, your skin's working his way through his digestive tract. It's been 2 hours. You really shouldn't walk after you eat.
For our next game, we need 2 brave audience volunteers. Anybody? Any takers? Any takers? 2 brave people. It's real simple. 1 and 2. And we'll pretend I don't know who you guys are. So what's your name, sir?
My name's Josh.
This is Josh, and we have, working our way over here now, Jen. Yeah, big round of applause for Josh and Jen. So myself and someone else, Mick or Andrew, one of you. We will be playing a game called Columns. So if you guys, Josh, stay where you are. Jen, if you can come over here a little more. Anytime we don't know how we want to finish our own sentences, we're just going to tap one of them on the shoulder, and they'll finish our line for us. For example, I might say, Andrew, you're looking so good today. You must have
Used poop cologne.
used poop cologne.
That's called a
And
callback.
then I would just work that into the scene somehow.
Or I could say, Mike, that was so mean. Didn't your mother teach you to
Be nice to strangers in vans.
be nice to strangers and fans?
She did. You met my mother. Anyway, so to get us started, all we need is what is somewhere exciting. Dorney Park. All right.
Dorney Park.
Yeah.
What about Wildwater Kingdom?
Dorney
Park.
2 parks for the price of
Oh man.
Oh,
I don't know if I can do another roller coaster, buddy.
well, I'm already in. So you're either gonna have to get in, or you're gonna have to
Ride the flaming chariot of Apollo.
ride the flaming chariot of Apollo, where no one survived. So you have a better shot of living on this ride.
I don't care if I'm going to die riding a different ride. Because roller coasters are
Not the place I was thinking we'd go on our first date.
not the place I was thinking we'd go on our first date. I mean, when we connected at that coffee shop, I didn't think you were a thrill seeker.
Look, I know this is your first homosexual relationship, and you don't understand that you have to go to an amusement park on the first date. The first thing you can learn about someone at an amusement park is
Whether or not they have small feet.
whether or not they have small feet, because you must have feet this big to go in the ride.
Look, I've already ridden it once. There's nobody here because it's a rainy afternoon on a Wednesday. It's a horrible time for a date. Didn't anyone tell you?
This isn't how you treat a girl.
This isn't how you treat a girl. And let's be honest, in this homosexual relationship, I'm probably the femme.
Probably?
I don't even know if that would be the terminology. Up next is... Yeah, that wasn't even the game we were supposed to play. Oh well. Up next, 2 players will be playing a scene, and anytime I feel like changing their characters, I'm just going to say freeze. Which one of you wants to change?
How about we do double?
All right, sure. Anytime I want Mick to change characters, I will say freeze and give him a new character. Anytime Tim wants Rachel to change characters, he will do the same for her. So that's all you need to know. Any suggestions?
You miss with the glasses. Ooh, not looking
Yeah,
at me at
that
all. What is your favorite letter of the alphabet?
K.
K. You sir with the glasses. What is your favorite K word?
Kite.
Kite. This team also going to do kites. All right, son. Well, you're going to have to keep running or else it's not going to go up, darling.
Freeze, Mick, a Latin lover.
You see, Padre, I'm far too dashing to do the running as you recommend I do.
But if you don't run, it's not going to get up in the air. All the other kids will laugh at you.
Boys.
Freeze. Rachel, the mother from Kerry.
And you've been a very bad boy. Very bad indeed. God doesn't want this kite to fly because of you.
Boys as attractive as me have no fear of God.
You know what attractive is? It's the will of the devil. Now run!
I know what attractive is because, honey, you are looking at it.
Freeze, Mick. William Wallace is portrayed in the movie Braveheart.
Well, you see, I'm very handsome.
That's no reason not to run.
I only run when those English scum come.
We're gonna have to scrub the evil off you then. All this blue.
It's freeze!
Mick, Ernie with his rubber ducky.
Freeze. Rachel, Candy Striper.
You can't scrub the blue off me. I'm made of blue.
Well, just try, mister. We'll try. It'll be fine.
Oh, I think you're just trying
It'll
to...
be okay.
You're removing all the filth.
Everything's wonderful. I am removing all the filth. You're right.
Oh, I know. You're unraveling me. It seems to be a hand that's sticking up underneath me. What is... My whole life up till now has been a lie.
It's okay. The doctor will be in with the pills, and that feeling will go away real soon.
Oh, I can't... I hope so. I'm tired of living this life. I feel like I don't have anything to say on my own.
Freeze. Rachel, sadist.
No, you don't.
You seem to be taking an awful lot of joy out of this.
Freeze. Rachel, physically sadist.
Freeze, Mick, Power Ranger who thinks Rachel's a putty.
Aim for the Z!
Up next, myself and somebody will be playing a game called Half-Life. It's got a timer.
I do.
Alright. So we will be playing a scene in 30 seconds and replaying it in 15. I'm not going to stab myself with a pen. And then replaying it in 7, and then again once more in 3 seconds. So to get us started, what is an object? Any object?
Car.
Car. What's an exciting word?
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Bonsai cars.
This scene is called Bonsai Car.
And seen it.
The bay door is gonna go down any minute now, man. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? All right.
We're gonna launch out, jump out, trim this giant oak tree down to a tiny tree. Ready? Back in the car. You're driving now. Reverse.
And scene. Alright, same scene in 15 seconds and seen it.
The door's gonna come down any second.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna drive through it, fly up into the air, trim it, jump out, trim everything down. Ready? Go. You jumped out early.
I was excited.
We're both in the passenger side. Reverse.
And scene. And same scene in 7 seconds and go.
Door's down.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Tree. Go on.
Back in. Over here.
And
Reverse.
scene. And same scene in 3 seconds and go.
In.
Ah! Ah! Door. Oh.
Okay. Next one's going to be a game for all 5 of us. Who wants to host the oracle?
I'll host it.
You can explain it too.
Okay. So what we have here is something called the Oracle. The Oracle is all-knowing. It can answer any question, but the Oracle has 3 heads, so it answers them 1 head at a time.
So what my colleague is telling you is we have a great sales opportunity for you today, because we are selling miniature versions of this beautiful device we found in the Orient.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Found a lot of things in the Orient. This was the 3rd best.
The 3rd best thing.
And that's
you can
why
get
it's on
that
sale.
3rd best thing for sale today. But we don't want you to take our word for it. We brought our original find here to prove to you that it can answer any question you might have. Any.
So,
Anybody?
You, sir.
Anybody?
Why is the Pope resigning?
Oracle, why is the Pope resigning?
The
Pope,
Is
resigning
because
one
time
he
helped
to
feed
children.
He helped feed children himself. The Pope is supposed to have people to do that for him. Therefore, he had to resign. Any other questions? Questions?
And you can actually get fed by the Pope for $29.99. We have that on sale as well.
Right here up front.
Why are cops in New York City becoming cannibalistic?
Why are cops in New York City becoming cannibalistic, Oracle?
Cops
in
New
York
city
are
becoming
cannibalistic
because
people
suck.
and
they
Use
salt
products
excessively.
which
renders
Them
tasty.
People are becoming more delicious.
If they're
That's-
like
that's the
oysters, you
bottom
can just
line.
suck them down.
Right down.
Can I get another question? You, ma'am.
Why do people have big ears?
Oh, that's something that I've been wondering for never. But I'm going to find out anyways. Oracle?
the
people
With
big
ears
have
many
hearing
problems.
therefore
they
Overcompensate.
for
poor
Listening.
by
growing
Humongous.
ears.
They have hearing problems. Long and the short of it. Can we get another question? Anybody else? Oh, in the back, right there, sir, with the beard. You have a question.
Are you sure you meant me?
Oracle!
Yes.
So what's your question?
That was it.
Are you sure you meant me?
Yes.
All right, so right there in the back again,
Yeah,
without
who-
the beard.
Who was really the boss?
Who was really the boss? A question for the ages, finally answered here today.
Some
people
Would
say
that
their
boss
was
the
boss.
of
them
However,
that's
only
true
on
special
occasions.
like
Hanukkah
Christmas
Kwanzaa.
or
bar mitzvahs.
What the Oracle's trying to tell you is that Who's the Boss was a very meta show. There's a lot of symbolism. And that you can buy it for only $13.99 if you call in the next minute. We have time for one more question.
One more question. Right there, sir.
Will we go into a financial collapse?
Will we go into a financial collapse? And
We-
by we, I mean me and my partner here right now. Nobody seems to be buying any of our articles. No sales.
Haven't heard a phone ring yet.
Not a single phone ring.
You
Will
suffer
great,
financial
woes.
however,
there's
Always
hope
sometimes.
Sometimes there's always hope. Let's
Even though
celebrate
you
to that.
told us that we're going to suffer a terrible financial crisis, there's hope.
hope
Is
occasional. Up next, two players will be playing a scene called ABCs. So what they'll be doing, me and Rachel will play this scene. And every line of dialogue will start with the next letter in the alphabet until we have 26 lines of dialogue, each starting with a different letter. So can we get a letter to start on? Any letter at all?
J.
J. And you have a suggestion, Rachel?
what's something you would do on a rainy weekend?
Nunchuck moves.
Nunchuck moves.
Just let me go. I don't have any money.
Can't you see? Is it K? This is a robbery, sir.
Let me go before I pull out my katana.
My problem here is nunchucks are clearly, superior to katanas. As you can see.
Nunchucks are lame. I stole one of them. You have a phantom nunchuck.
Oh my god. I don't know how to rob somebody with just one nunchuck. I was only taught how to use two. And I can't keep my arm from doing this.
Please, just lay down your weapons and go before I have to hurt you.
Quesadilla mix is only $1, right?
Here you go.
Really? You order quesadillas now in the middle of a robbery?
Sorry. I actually ordered it before you tried to take my money.
Take your money? I was trying to earn your money with sweet nunchuck moves.
Under what circumstances does someone just go, you've earned my money? Here.
Very awesome nunchuck circumstances, sir. Very awesome nunchuck.
Well, you didn't impress this ninja.
Xeroxed copies of Pan's Labyrinth.
0 tip this time.
And that too. You're totally ruining my robbery/earning right now. Ruining it. Took my weapon, ruined my robbery, and you didn't even share your quesadillas.
Belly is full.
Come on, you can share one or two. I mean, it is a robbery.
Don't come on me. Don't you go, come on. That's what I meant.
Even one? Like, not even one you're going to share with me. You got a whole plate of quesadillas, and you're guarding them, and you took my nunchuck.
Friends share quesadilla. Robbers and victims do not.
Greedy little... Really?
How about you say it a little louder? I couldn't hear you.
I can't say it any louder.
Jehovah's Witnesses here.
Up next, there's a game called Stimulus Response. Everyone but me is going to play this. So 3 people go outside.
Okay.
So,
Because it's cold out there.
It's really not.
50 degrees, man. Grow up.
So the way this game's going to work is every time Rachel, Andrew, or Mick, that's who yes is here. Anytime each of them does a particular thing that I'll get from you in a second, Tim will have to respond in some way during the scene. So, for example, if it was every time Mick takes a step, Tim punches him in the nose. It would work like that. Only we're not going to do that because Mick doesn't want his nose broken, and he probably walks a lot. So, what is something Mick might do during the course of a scene?
Have his hand in his pocket.
All right, hand on his pocket. Anytime Mick puts a hand in his pocket, what does Tim have to do in response?
Sing a 90s pop song.
Okay, sing a 90s pop song. What is something Andrew might do or say or whatever?
Touch his face.
All right, anytime Andrew touches his face, what does Tim do in response?
Act like Billy D. Williams.
What was that?
Act like Billy D. Williams.
Well, no one will ever recognize
Jumping
Tim doing
jack.
an impression of Billy D. Williams.
Jumping jack.
What was that?
They give Andrew a wet willy.
Okay. You have to do jumping jacks while giving Andrew a wet willy. And what is something that Rachel might do or say? We already have some, like...
Incredulous.
Talking.
That's subjective.
We'll go with every time Rachel talks. What does Tim have to do? In
Push up.
Tie his shoe.
you have to, gonna go with Bible quotes. Every time Rachel talks, you have to respond with Bible quotes.
I think the whole of my knowledge is on the Bible and 90s pop songs.
Wait till you have to do both at once. Alright, so let's recap that. Every time
Mick has a hand in his pocket, I have to sing 90s songs.
every time Andrew,
Every time Andrew has a hand on his face, I have to give him a wet willy while simultaneously doing jumping jacks.
Yep.
And every time Rachel talks, I have to quote the Bible.
Yep. So let's bring them back in here. Let's go. And they just need a place where four people might gather.
Denny's.
Did I hear ice cream parlor? Yeah, ice cream parlor.
Oh, am I on the wrong side of the counter, man?
You work here, Jonathan. You're on the right side of the counter. I just still don't understand why you insist on eating ice cream on your shift every time. We've talked about this. We've talked about this.
Well, until they hire a taste tester, somebody's got to do it.
Swear to God, if you weren't the owner's kid, I'd fire you.
Well, you know, if I wasn't the owner's kid, then I'd get a cool job, like a rock star or something. But I'm here.
You know what? You need to work on your dreams.
I just dropped off. Can you pick that up for me?
How's my boy doing today?
Nothing.
I hope you're taking good care of him, Jenkins. He's my pride and joy.
Till I hear it from you.
You doubted he was my pride and joy? Just look at him. He's adorable.
Glycerine! Look! He's awful! He's awful! I can't run this ice cream shop for you if you insist on me having him as my only employee.
I'll have you know that putting hands on the boss is a fireable offense. Don't you try to get out of this by speaking in tongues, boy. And now you're attacking my boy. You got issues, kid.
And God said unto them.
I told you to wait in the car, honey.
And he cured the lepers and made the lame walk.
I was promised an ice cream 5 minutes ago, Dad.
I say unto thee,
Really
go
don't
forth
like
and populate.
So, start with Mick. Do you know what yours was?
Whenever I spoke?
No.
Whenever I used a voice that wasn't my own?
No.
Whenever I raised my voice?
Anytime your hands were in, or I guess Tim went near your pocket.
Well, he had his shirt, so I couldn't tell whether it was under his shirt and on his hip or in his pocket.
So anytime your hands were in or near your pockets, Tim had to.
Did it have something to do with 90s alternative?
Supposed to be 90s pop, but Tim went with what he knew.
What is that?
Zombie.
It's supposed to be zombie, but it was a dying zombie.
Every time I touched my face, he had to jump up and down and poke me in the eye.
All right, to justify myself, this was a very hard one to do.
It was.
I don't know how you're supposed to do jumping jacks and give a wet willy simultaneously. I don't know how
I
that
think you did
works.
it pretty well.
Were you trying to use like my eye liquid for?
You kept moving your head around.
Rachel,
Trying
do
to
you know?
aim and jump.
Rachel, do you know what yours was?
Every time I was a woman, he would condemn me like a Baptist preacher.
Anytime you spoke, you spoke the Bible.
I thought it was my vagina that did the wrong thing.
No, it's the other hole.
Up next is up next is a game called Beastie Rap. We'll be
I can go back and forth. I can go back.
yeah, well, we're gonna have Andrew floating. So it'll be me and Tim versus Nick and Rachel, rhyming and setting up each other's rhymes, just like the Beastie Boys do. So if I was setting it up, Tim would complete my line. Otherwise, we have messed up. So we're gonna be going back and forth rhyming. Whoever is the first to screw up will rotate to the back. Excuse me.
I remember the first time I went through puberty.
You've gone through it more than once.
All right, so when we screw up, you guys are going to tell us we've screwed up by yelling puberty as loud as you can. So let's try that on 3. 1, 2, 3. Puberty! So screwing up is either not setting up a rhyme properly, not rhyming at all, or repeating a word that's been used. So you'll figure it out. Some of you already know this one, so you'll catch on. And can we just get a one-syllable word to start with?
Shop.
Shop? Cool. Mick, heads or tails?
Rubber sole.
You win.
What's the word?
Shop.
I buy things inside a
Shop! I am police. I am cop.
50s dances, a sock.
Hop. Dirty Italians, they are.
Puberty.
I don't think in those terms. Sorry. All right, can we get another one-syllable word for Mick to start off with? Star.
And we're playing to 3, so they got 1 point right now.
Did I just hear a scratch?
Drop the beat, yo.
I am famous. I'm a
Star!
Don't drive a van, I drive a
Car!
Let's have a drink over at the
Bar!
Puberty!
Oh.
We're in school.
Yeah.
Another one-syllable word for Mick to start on. What?
War.
War.
She take my money.
What else is
I'm from the Nam. I fought in a
War!
I'm a lion. I go roar.
With my slap shot, I will
Score!
That's a preposition. It is 4.
Yeah, good job.
How do you spell star?
It's spelled the same, but it's pronounced differently.
Same way on your
Star. They're different vowel sounds.
No, you're
Rhetorical!
Actually, both on your shirt.
You're assuming Tim can read.
All right, so this next one, this next game requires 3 people to play it. It's called Instant Soap. Who's playing? Mick, Andrew, and Tim. All right. So at any moment, and actually, is there a chair we can steal?
Yeah, we got one over here, Mike. We got one.
All right. So at any moment in this scene, one of them will always be staring at a point off in the distance. Someone else will always be completely profile, and the other one will always be draped over something. Either a chair, the wall, another player, floor, whatever. Giving them the instant drama of a soap opera. So if you were to name your own soap opera, one that doesn't exist, what would it be?
Name.
John's place.
John's Place. So you guys, this is a scene from the daytime television soap opera, John's Place.
Yeah. I can't believe we're back to John's place 10 years after his death.
I feel like we've grown so much in those 10 years.
It's like we never left to me.
You know, I still love John.
I feel he's never really left us. Since we're here, I feel his presence.
John! Speak to me, please!
Whoa.
John can't speak to you anymore. He's dead!
John can speak to me if he wants to.
John's dying words were, Joseph killed me.
It was you?
He's speaking through me now.
Joseph, how could you?
Joseph killed me. But you must forgive him.
John, it's really ironic that you would speak through the person that killed you.
I I will haunt him forever.
John, can you hear me in there?
Oh, it's me, Joseph, again.
Joseph! Joseph! How do I know it's really you and not John speaking for you?
You can tell it's me by looking at my face.
I can't bear to look at your face. But perhaps one more.
Neither can I.
Look me dead in the eye and tell me you don't love me.
Okay.
I can't bear to look.
So, up next, kid, we have someone in the audience who's perhaps sitting near a bookshelf at the moment. Pick any book for us to use.
The girl who
Oh, I got this tiny one here.
I think we might need a bigger book.
Nope.
So we are playing a game called Half Scripted. In this game, I will only be allowed to say lines in this book, while Rachel can say whatever she wants.
Right.
So to get us started, what's a relationship between two people?
Two traveling salespeople.
We are two traveling salespeople.
Well, Jimmy, did you bring your case?
Friends make the world a better place.
They sure do. I got something to sell you here. I got a box full of irons.
Show us we still live in a caring world.
I shall. Look at this.
You are such a good friend.
You know, we should be in competition with each other, but I feel love, man. Even though my irons are far superior to yours.
Whether they live close or far apart.
We do. We're travel, you know, with our boxes here.
They're sensitive and supportive.
Whoa. They're not britches, they're irons.
They've cried together and laughed together. They have been there when it mattered.
Well, they have. You know, they don't go anywhere. They're irons, but...
You deserve to be blessed.
This is all fine and all right, Jimmy.
Denise Johnston. You have known me in good and bad times.
That I have.
You've seen me when I was happy.
Oh my God!
And when I was sad.
Oh my God! Is this happening right now? Can we?
What I said was intelligent. Thank you. Up next is a game called Scene Three Ways. I'm jumping around a little bit. So two people.
Were we playing
Oh yeah, we are. I never scratched that out. So we are playing a genre game called Quadrants. For this, we're going to divide this stage into an imaginary 4 sections. Each section of which will be occupied by a different style of movies, literature, television, or what have you. For over here, this area of the stage, can I please have a style of movies?
Old Japanese Western.
What was that?
Japanese Western.
No.
Old-timey games.
Old-timey games. For this section of the stage, can I have a type of literature?
Shakespeare.
Horror? All right, so literary horror.
Okay.
All right. And for back here, can I have a style of television?
Telemundo Roadrunner.
What was that?
Telemundo, like Roadrunner style. Roadrunner.
Yeah, we'll have
Thanks, Avery.
We'll have Merry Melodies in this category for back here. And for this section of the stage, can I have what's the style of music?
Primo.
Broadway.
I heard Broadway.
What's the
Broadway,
difference
yeah.
between this and that?
Merry Melodies is like the company that made like a lot of the old school like Warner Brothers.
Jimmy, can I meet here? Jimmy Stewart there.
So to review, we have old-timey gangster, we have literary horror, we have old school cartoons, and we have Broadway. Ready? Great suggestion.
Sure, what's a poor choice for Collateral?
Monopoly.
Monopoly. The scene will be inspired by Monopoly. Now, the monopoly you have on this town is just about over.
I'll take off my mask, and you'll see me for what I really am.
You take off your mask and oh my God! Oh my God! I can't believe what I'm seeing here. I mean, it's so frightening. I can't even begin to describe it.
Listen, kid. This is going to end either 2 ways. You live in,
or you living with my daughter?
Well, I mean, I'm glad to be alive, and I'm not ready to make that kind of commitment. Oh my God, your daughter is hideous! And I'm not saying that just to be mean, you see. I mean, she's a nasty dame. She's a very nasty dame.
Broadway.
She's beautiful.
In your eyes, not mine.
Why can't you see? Why can't you see that sucker and succotash? She's the best thing you'll ever get.
That's not true at all. Have you seen her? She's a beast.
Dance break.
What's gotten into you, boy? Seems a little creepy. Ah, here's the lovely.
I'm giving you to the count of 10 to marry my daughter.
I mean, this is something I can't just jump into, you see. I mean, I just don't know what I'm going to do. Will I die or will I live with one I don't care for?
Live with what you live.
I have nothing left.
Up next, one of us will be interviewing for a job. Do we want to volunteer for this, you think?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Can we get a brave audience volunteer? Someone who's not a former member of the troop. The guy who's pointing at someone. Yay!
Yes.
We don't need the chair. So yeah, you come on up.
All right.
What is your name, sir?
John.
John.
John's place.
Give a round of applause for John. So what's going to be happening here is, John, you don't need to actually provide any real dialogue in this. You're just going to be speaking in complete gibberish while you get interviewed for a job. And Tim will be translating for you, while
Come right over here.
Rachel will be the one you are interviewing with. So feel free to use as much or as little nonsense gibberish words you want. You can use your whole body language, whatever. Tim will make whatever you say make sense. For the three of them, all I need is what is a job he might be interviewing for? Something unusual.
Coal miner.
What'd you say? TV? Just TV is a job. You're going to be a TV. You're interviewing for a new coal miner reality television show. I'll take a little of both ideas.
Well, welcome. It's great to have you guys here.
He's very happy to be here.
That's great. We just need you to fill out some forms. Of course, we need to ask you a couple of questions. Make sure you're right for the show.
He says he's not very good at paperwork, but he looks forward to the questions.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, first question. How do you feel about being buried underground on purpose? For several days, maybe even months.
That's how he spent the first 6 years of his life.
Excellent. We can work with that. All right. Second question. Would you consider yourself a pretty boy, a troublemaker, or a ladies' man?
He says he thinks of himself as more natural.
We can work with that. All right. We need a list of the last 6 people that you have beat up, and at least one reason why. I need to know who you beat up and why.
everyone he's ever met. For fun! Thank you, John. Thank you.
Up next, we have a game called DVD Player. For this, one person will be Mick. You're gonna call it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So me and Andrew will be in a scene, and at any point, Mick can use anything you might find on a DVD or Blu-ray remote. You can skip chapters, fast forward, rewind, pause, whatever he feels like doing, while Andrew and I run from the cops. So Andrew and I will be performing scenes from some imaginary movie that Mick is watching on DVD. So can I please have you, sir, if you were going to make your own Academy Award-winning movie, what would you call it?
The Traveler.
The Traveler. Okay.
That actually does sound like an Academy Award winning
Yeah,
movie.
it probably is. All right, so this will be some scenes from The Traveler. I told you never to come back here.
Son, I'm about to die. And the last time I saw you, you were 3 and you said, Dad, don't ever come back here. But that was 57 years ago.
Dad, that was my first memory.
Those are your first words.
I didn't speak till I was 3. Mom never told me that.
Let's watch this scene at 4 times the normal speed.
Mom never told me that. You were an horrible person. And I don't remember anything in the last 57 years. I remember.
Well, she couldn't have told you that because I killed her the day she was going to tell you when you were 27 years old.
Let's watch it 4 times slower.
Dad. Stories that way.
I've waited to hold your hand.
I'm gonna skip ahead about 4 chapters.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. Don't die, you 90-year-old bastard.
Oh no, I hate this part. You know what? I'm just gonna watch the blooper reel during the credits.
Can we have a bed for this death scene? Can we...
Oh, run! Stop ruining our movie!
Oh, Ron did really ruin this movie. You know what? I think I would like to watch the trailer for the video game version of The Traveler.
Did you like Traveler? Of course you did. Now you can pretend you're in the action with Traveler the game. Check out the hot new graphics as you get to beat your dad with a shot glass. And then the emotional turmoil when you bandage his wounds afterwards.
Equipped sympathy.
You know what? This part... You didn't get to the amazing Kanye music video.
Thank God. Up next is a game called Interrogator. Someone will be going outside.
Yes!
And okay, Mick and Andrew will be cops, I guess.
All right.
So Rachel has killed somebody with something somewhere. So what is who did Rachel kill first?
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head? Okay. Rachel has killed Mr. Potato Head. What unusual weapon that has nothing to do with what? No, not
Disco ball.
That's mouth.
Hair dryer.
Disco ball.
Disco ball.
He said a hairdryer.
Disco ball's alright.
Disco ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
disco ball.
So Mr. Potato Head with a disco ball. Since we didn't use hairdryer, where did this unusual crime take place?
In Jamaica on the beach.
On the beach of Jamaica. So Mr. Potato Head, disco ball, beach, Jamaica.
Come on
Easy
in,
first
sweetie.
day, guys.
Oh, I got her. Come, have a seat. Enjoy our interrogation room.
Smells like poop in here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Well, he wouldn't know because we can't find his nose.
No, we can't.
That's a shame.
His-
You should have put it back where you got it from.
And his widow is in the other room, and Just so annoying. She sounds like Mrs. Costanza.
Did you, check his butt? If you fold it down, it's usually in there.
I'm gonna call the coroner. Jenkins, check the butt.
Can I go home now?
No,
No,
that's
you
a
can't
good
go home.
girl. You're almost there.
Yeah.
But how you did it? Well, I mean, he died like that style of music in the 70s.
Exactly.
Am I supposed to be getting anything here? Like, really?
Well,
Should I get a lawyer?
I mean, the thing about using this is you had to, when you were doing it, you had to see like a million smaller versions of yourself doing it. That'd be quite a thing to see.
Look at me, sweetie. Look at me. It wasn't right of you to do that to him. Okay? It wasn't right.
Yeah, well, I didn't get to have one at my prom. No one can have one. Mirror balls are, hard to come by nowadays.
Whoa. Well, we've reached the heart of the matter now, haven't we?
You're doing great.
Where we
You're
did.
doing great.
Thanks.
Some people say, I can't believe how great you're doing.
We're like good cop, we're like really nice cop
Yeah.
and really friendly cop.
Exactly.
Kind of making me nauseous,
Very
actually,
nice.
guys.
That's how we get information out of people.
He's
You
the-
kill them with kindness.
Oh.
He's the one Doris, and I'm the one Junior, the fastest of the fastest. Yes, Chief?
Hey guys. I just came back from the crime scene and
You forgot what you were calling again, didn't you, Chief?
Who is this?
I love being police here. It's awesome.
Why don't you go and get some White Castle and you'll be all right, Chief?
Yeah.
They don't have White Castle.
I
in
love
Amsterdam.
talking to the magic box.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't think they have them in Amsterdam either.
They probably don't have them where we're talking about.
No, I
either,
doubt
but
it.
it certainly isn't.
But they got
Amsterdam.
plantains.
They do.
All the plantains you can eat.
They do, Mod.
It's a bad day.
Oh, well,
Oh,
at
I
least you
don't
were...
like to think of it as a bad day. I just like to think of it as not so much a good day.
So when you go home, are you gonna make him some jerk chicken with some rum and stuff?
You know how I do.
Well, except at a certain place where you killed him. It was a little more narrow than that.
Oh, yes. Although it's a very narrow island as a whole. So there's a lot of these.
So you were basically at the edge. You were at the edge of this place that you know that you're at right now.
You buried him in the sand, Mom.
Rachel, can you give us a full confession?
I may or may not have killed Mr. Potato Head with a disco ball on the beach in Jamaica.
I wasn't sure if you were going to get Jamaica with Mick's very thick Irish accent.
But his
He said mom like twice, and that helped.
Yeah.
But his Scottish accent was Indian earlier, so it's all evening out.
Up next,
Hey, I'm making the sushi.
That's Italian.
And he was going for Japanese.
up next, Mick and I will be playing a game called Oscar-winning Moment with.
Oh, should I grab the
Yeah,
iPad?
we'll do it acapella.
I've got nothing on it.
I have my
We're doing
iPhone.
it acapella.
I have a whole playlist.
Don't worry.
So she's got a playlist.
Mick and I will be playing a scene, and anytime Tim decides,
I'm overruling you.
because this doesn't slow us down,
Man.
not at all. Now I gotta
I was
stop.
gonna do
Yep.
some
Anytime Tim yells freeze, that sounds like an Oscar-winning moment for either myself or Mick. We will have to step forward and give that bit of the scene some extra juice, something that would really get all the Oscar Academy,
buzz.
the
All the
Academy
buzz.
people to vote for us. Nobody's gonna be able to hear after 4
Oh,
hours.
no, you
Oh, yeah, you'd be surprised. I turned Irish again.
Okay. So we're going to try this. And anytime we go into these Oscar-winning moments, Rachel will play some music off her phone for us. Everyone got that now? You're all ready, Rachel?
Yes, sir.
All right. So to get us started, what is just any controversial topic?
Aliens.
Carnies.
Carnies. The everlasting controversy that is carnies. We got to break this Ferris wheel down by sundown.
Yep.
We got to be in Tacoma by sunrise.
Think we'll have to drive all through the night, I reckon.
I ain't driving. I drove last time.
Well, you know my license is suspended in like 19 states.
Freeze! Mick, that sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
It's not my problem.
Takes me back to that fateful night. I may have had a drink or 17. I led those state troopers across 19 separate state lines. I ran through so many fences. I had chicken wire hanging off my front fender. I had feathers flying all over the place. I drove all over, and I could not shake those state troopers. And you know what the worst part of it was?
Freeze! Back to normal.
What?
They threw me in the county jail.
19 states? How many counties could you have gone?
Well, it was the county that they said I was driving at the highest rate of speed and with the highest concentrated blood alcohol level, so they won the day.
Jim, you made it through 19 states, and we only got to go 4 this time. So you're my man.
Freeze! Hawkman, that sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
Dun, dun,
I haven't slept in 14 days. If I get behind the wheel of a car, this carnival's going off the rails. We crash into the Rockies and just fly and flame and burn until the Ferris wheel melts and puts me in an iron grave along with all you, the clowns, the midgets, and all the strange people with us.
Back to normal.
And personally, my insurance ain't good enough for that.
I thought maybe just this one time you might be willing to do me a little bit of a favor. I mean, I thought we'd reached a part in our relationship where things could be on a more of a quid pro quo basis.
Our relationship is still I run a carnival and you break stuff down when I tell you.
I thought it ran much deeper than
Freeze!
that, Clem.
Mick, that sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
I remember that day you decided, hey, Jim, you're gonna ride that Ferris wheel with me. And we got to the top of that Ferris wheel. And I remember I nuzzled my head in air so close. And I said, Clem, I ain't never felt so loved in all my life.
Freeze! Back to normal.
And I wept tears of joy that I finally found the man I would spend my life with.
Yeah. Every carny here has wept into my shoulder.
Freeze! Mike, that sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
I have a problem. I love so deeply and so much. All I can do is love every carny who comes my way. But if I love you all the same, then none of you are different. You're all just worthless pieces of crap. But I love every worthless piece of crap.
Mick, that also sounds like an Oscar-winning moment for you.
I thought we had something special, Clem. I thought I was the one for you.
Jim, I have something special with everyone.
That's not special at all.
No, it tears me apart.
I'm just a dime a dozen. You made me think I was...
How is Ninja Rap good for Oscar-winning moment?
That's the first thing that came to mind.
Ninja Rap from the Ninja Turtles.
Come on, Secret of the Use swept the Oscars that year.
He just panics and starts going, go Ninja, go Ninja.
So we have one more game for you guys, but before we wrap it up, I just want to thank To Be Continued for letting us have our show here. In about a month, the last Thursday of every month we will be here, same time, same place, all that goodness. We also have a show tomorrow over in Sayreville at Main Street Theater Company at Garden Friends Learning Center. So if anybody wants to come check that out, it's also only $5. That's at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. All the info's on our website, or you can just talk to us after the show. We have classes starting soon, right down the road at the Forum Theater Company, starting April 3rd with Tim teaching. So if that's something you're interested in, you can talk to us or find more info on the website as well, which is deathbyimprov.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter. I think Mick's occasionally does stuff with.
I've blown up our Twitter. Dude.
Have you?
I'm tweeting like 20 times a day on that thing.
I never tweet, so so you can follow Mick on Death by Improv. We have a YouTube page with videos from shows.
We do.
Got everything?
Our website is deathbyimprov.com.
You said
Which
that.
I'm not on, by the way.
Never worked.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to Mike, so I have no idea what he said and didn't say.
He's very Joan out.
All right, so our final game of the night is a blues song.
Yeah.
So we'll be singing a blues song for you. So what is something that gives you the blues?
Cherokee Indian.
I forgot the rhyme scheme.
AABBCC.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Cherokee Indians.
Good thing you're at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some
Cherokee Indian blues. I got the ooh, I got those Cherokee Indian blues. Cherokee Indians.
Well, up in a reservation. In the sequestered part of the nation.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here all alone. No computers, no telephone.
Oh, no.
And I'm all stuck here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm all drunk on the fire water.
Cherokee Indian blues. I got the ooh, I got those Cherokee Indian blues.
About 12:30 tonight, I'm gonna have to get something that rhymes with water, and I'm gonna kick myself.
Oh no, guys, look at me. I'm all trapped. They got me surrounded. They got me flapped. I really meant flanked, but who really cares? Cause they're gonna skin me. My muscles will be bare. Oh my God, where am I gonna go? Oh, I'll make some peace with them and take them to a casino.
I got the Cherokee Indian blues. I got the ooh, I got those Cherokee Indian blues.
That was pretty racist.
Well, I don't know my U.S. history. Longhouse or a TP. I really couldn't say. But I'll tell you what made my day. Regardless whether I know history, 1/16 gets me in college for free. I got the Cherokee blues. I got the ooh,